BBC Archive Voices. Terence Rattigan. Out of This Week. Broadcast on BBC Radio, 12th of December 1969.
One of your earliest plays was in fact a tremendous success, French Without Tears, wasn't it?
That was about a diplomatic crammer. It was about a place that I had been to in order to learn French up to diplomatic standard. And, the trouble, I think, of the very young when they're writing plays is to know what to write about. And it occurred to me that I could write about the very place I was in and use the very characters, really. I don't want to be libelous about it, Some of them were ambassadors. Most of the ambassadors are dead by now, but I did use characters, quite shamelessly. And Monsieur Mango was quite definitely from life. I've always said that one should write about people rather than about things. And people fascinate me. Things, and by things I mean ideology, can be solved in the ideological sense by taking sides, by saying Marx was right or Marx was wrong. And it's too simple. So I've never gone for ideology. I like to look at humanity through a microscope and find out as much as one can about people and the relationships between people. That's been my aim and object all my life.
One of the plays that comes to mind, which is very particularly about relationships between people, is Separate Tables.
Yes. Well, the inspiration there was that my mother was in a hotel, not in Bournemouth, but in a hotel for old people in Kensington. And I used to go and have dinner with her. And I used to observe the people sitting at these tables all alone, occasionally visited by their sons or their nephews or their grandsons. And I wondered about them. I wasn't told much about them. I just tried to imagine what they would be like, what their lives would be like. I stuck it in Bournemouth just in case I was sued by the hotel press. Yes, the relationships there are, I suppose, the important thing in the play.
Your new play, which you've also been talking about while you're over in this country at the moment, is based on, I believe, Nelson.
Yes, because there is a mystery. And I tried to solve the mystery of why this gentle man who was loved by the fleet and loved by the sort of youngest midshipman should have behaved so outrageously badly to his wife, for no reason at all except his love for Emma. And he went out of his way to win his whole family from his wife, to insult her. He called her tomtit because she limped a little. And it's so out of character. And anything that's out of character fascinates me at once. I want to find out why. And I've got an idea why, and put it in the play. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
But have you definite ideas about the character of Emma Hamilton?
Very definite ideas about Emma as she was at the time of the play, which is the 25 days before Trafalgar, when she had become a figure of fun in London, when she was the butt of the cartoonists, when she'd taken a drink. I mean, she only had to appear somewhere to get a laugh. The hero worship that the whole nation felt for Nelson was seriously damaged, seriously impaired by his love for Emma. There was no question of what later in Victorian times became the divine lady and the respectable, almost married love that he had for Emma Hamilton and the tria juncta in una, which is himself and William Hamilton and Emma. It was a very nasty, dirty scandal. And it's almost like a mystery story. What made him do it?
Scan. Broadcast on BBC Radio, 4th of January 1973.
Well, Aunt Edna's a character I really wish I'd never created. I'm afraid she will outlive me. You probably know how she came about, do you?
Yes, she was in one of your prefaces, wasn't she?
Yes. And I thought of a common denominator. I was talking about an audience being an entity. You must never divide or split an audience. I think it was in that context. And I said that one had to visualize an audience. And I like to visualize her as a lady.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?